Hello students. Today we are going to learn about a very interesting topic in English grammar. So take out your notebook and pencil and be ready. Let's begin. All things around us are called something. They all have names. Now, as you can see in this picture, there is a computer, there is a laptop, there is a ball, there is a teddy bear, and there are so many things. And all these things have certain names. All people have names: man, mother, soldier. For example, you have family members in your house. All your family members have certain names like your dad, your mom, your brother, or your sister. So, all people also have certain names. Then, all places have names. For example, a beach, a shop, a library, a school, playground, a park. So all these places have certain names. Then all animals also have names. For example, a fox, then a butterfly, then an elephant, then a dog or a cat. You must be having some pets in your house, no? So those pets, they can be dogs or cats, or some people even have fish in their fish tank. So all animals also have names. Then all the things around us have names. For example, a computer, a flower, then a book. You also have a book in your hand right now, correct? You have a book, pencil, and eraser. So all the things also have names. All these names are called nouns. What are nouns? Nouns are the names of people, places, animals, and things. So you understood everything around us, all the people around us, then all the places, all animals and things. So basically everything around us has certain names, and that is known as nouns. So our topic for today is nouns. Now there are so many things around us. So in order to understand them better, we classify these nouns. So there are 5 types of nouns. Let us see which are those. First is common noun, then proper noun, collective noun, material noun, and last abstract noun. Common noun. A common noun is the general or ordinary name of a person, place, animal, thing, or event. For example, doctor, teacher, mother, sister, ground, hospital, tiger, pencil, cricket, movie, and so on. So all these names are very ordinary names. For example, a teacher could be any teacher, doctor could be any doctor, a student can be any student. So this is a common name given to person, place, animal, and thing or event, and those are known as common nouns. Let us see some examples. Now let's look at the sentences. A girl has a beautiful cat. Now a girl could mean any girl. There are so many girls in the world. It could be any girl. So it is a very ordinary name. So here girl is a common noun. Then second is cat. Now there are so many cats. Here it is not specified that which kind of cat it is or what is the name of that cat. It is just said that the girl has a beautiful cat. So cat is an ordinary name. That is why here girl and cat is a common noun. Then let's look at the second sentence. The dog is playing with a frisbee in the park. Here the word dog is a very common name. Dog could mean any dog in the world. That is why it is a common noun, because it is a very ordinary name. It is a common name. Then the dog is playing with a frisbee. Frisbee means this disc in the mouth of a dog. This is called as frisbee. So that could be any frisbee. That is why the word dog, then frisbee and park, these three words are common nouns. Here also the name of park is not mentioned. So the park could be any park. That is why it is a common noun. So you understood what is common noun? Very good. Now let's solve the first 5 sentences. Underline the common noun in the following sentences. First sentence is, the carpenter makes furniture. Here, carpenter and furniture are two ordinary names. That is why they are common nouns. Then second sentence is, the children enjoyed their visit to the zoo. Here, children could mean so many children. Here the name is not mentioned of those children. So that is why children is an ordinary name. So it is a common noun. Then zoo could be any zoo. Here name of the zoo is not mentioned. There are so many zoos in the world. That is why zoo is also a common noun. The books were kept on the shelves. Here books and shelves, these two are ordinary names. That is why they are common nouns. Fourth sentence is, tiger is our national animal. Here tiger could mean any tiger. Tiger is a common name given to an animal. That is why tiger is a common noun. Fifth sentence is, my mother is a teacher. Here, mother and teacher are two ordinary names given to people. That is why mother and teacher are two common nouns. Then the next type is proper noun. A proper noun is the name of a particular place, person, animal, thing, or event. A proper noun always begins with a capital letter. For example, Ron, Sonia, Mrs. Parker, Mumbai, London, Honda City, Sony TV, Olympic Games, etc. So what are proper nouns? Proper nouns means a special name given to a person, a place, animal or thing. For example, your parents have given you certain names, no? So they are special names. Everybody's name is not Riya. Everybody's name is not Rohan. So these names are special names. Riya, Rohan, Sonia. These all names are special names. Then Mumbai, London. These names are of a special place. These names are given to a place. So they are known as proper noun. And a proper noun always starts with a capital letter. As you can see in these examples, Ron, Sonia, Mrs. Parker, Mumbai, London. So all these, the first letter of each and every word is in capital. So proper noun means a special name given to person, place, animal, thing or event. For example, you must be having some pets. For example, we have dogs. So some people might give a name to their dog as Tommy, right? So that is a special name given to that dog, Tommy. That is why that name Tommy is a proper noun. Let us look at some examples. Riya calls her beautiful cat Kitty. Here Riya means it is a name of a girl. That name Riya is a special name given to that girl, and she calls her beautiful cat Kitty. Now what is the name of that cat? Correct, Kitty. The name of that cat is Kitty. Kitty is a special name given to that cat. That is why here Riya and Kitty are two proper nouns, and as you can see, the first letter of the word Riya and Kitty both are capital. Then the second sentence is, Fido is playing with a frisbee in the county club park. Now here Fido is the name of that dog. This is a special name given to that dog. and it is also in then the second one, where a County Club Park. Now here the name of that park is County Club, so it is a special name given to that park. That is why Fido and County Club Park are two proper nouns. Now let us solve the exercise. Underline the proper nouns in the following sentences. First sentence is Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal. Now here Shah Jahan, he was a king. So it is a special name given to a person. His name was Shah Jahan and he built Taj Mahal. You all know Taj Mahal, no? Yes, very good. So Taj Mahal is also a special name given to a monument. That is why Shah Jahan and Taj Mahal are two proper nouns. Bhagavad Gita is the holy book of the Hindus. Here, Bhagavad Gita is a special name given to a holy book. It is the holy book of Hindus. And Hindus is also name of a religion, no? It is a special name given to a religion. That is why Bhagavad Gita and Hindus are two proper nouns. These are two special names. That is why they are proper nouns. And here, as you can see, the first letter of the word Hindus is H is capital. Then here in Bhagavad Gita, B and G both are capital. They are all proper nouns. Third sentence is Sachin Tendulkar is a great cricketer. Now, Sachin Tendulkar is a name of a person. It is a special name given to a person. That is why Sachin Tendulkar is a proper noun. Then in fourth sentence, January is the first month of the year. Now there are different names given to different months. For example, January, February, March, April. So January is a special name given to that one month. That is why January is a proper noun. Then fifth sentence is Christmas marks the birth of Jesus Christ. Now Christmas is a festival of Christians. So Christmas is a special name given to a festival. That is why Christmas is a proper noun. And Jesus Christ, okay, it is also a special name of a person. That is why Jesus Christ is also a proper noun. Now the next type is abstract noun. Let us see what is abstract noun. An abstract noun is the name of a quality that person or thing has. The action they take or the state they find themselves in. For example, honesty, the quality of being honest. Fight, the action of being involved in a fight. Adulthood, the state of being an adult. Poverty, the state of being poor. Now in abstract noun, it tells us about the quality that a person has. For example, honesty, it is a quality that a person has and we cannot see honesty. Okay, so these things which cannot be seen, they are abstract. Or the action that a person takes or the state they find themselves in. These all states or these all qualities are called as abstract nouns. For example, poverty, the state of being poor. Here, poverty is a state of being poor. That is why it is an abstract noun. Let us understand it clearly with the help of some examples. Now let us look at these sentences to understand what are abstract nouns. The sports event was a grand success. Here, success is a state of being successful. So, success is an abstract noun. Then second sentence is, Sam was in great pain after hurting himself. Now pain cannot be seen, it can be only felt, and it is a state. He was in which state? Sam was in a state of pain. He was in great pain. That is why pain is an abstract noun. Underline the abstract nouns in the following sentences. Students go to school to gain knowledge. Here, knowledge cannot be seen. Okay, it is a quality or it is a state. So that is why knowledge is an abstract noun. Then, second sentence is honesty is the best policy. Now, honesty is a quality. That is why it is an abstract noun. Mallarao was known for his bravery. Your bravery is a quality of a person. That is why it is an abstract noun. Fourth sentence is Gandhiji believed in non-violence. Now non-violence means without hurting anybody. So Gandhiji never used to hurt anybody. He used to carry out his protests without hurting the people. So this non-violence is it cannot be seen. It is a quality. That is why it is an abstract noun. Then fifth sentence is my brother is scared of darkness. The state of being in darkness. That is why it is an abstract noun. Now the next type is collective noun. A collective noun is the name of a group or collection of similar persons, animals or things. For example, a team of cricketers, a troop of dancers, a herd of cattle. Now what is meant by collective noun? Collective noun means a group of similar things or people, animals and things. For example, a crowd of people. Now in crowd there are so many people. So that is a collection. No, there are so many people. That is why it is known as collective noun. Let us see some examples so that you understand better. First sentence is the choir is performing tonight. Now in a choir there are so many people involved. Okay, so this is a group of people. That is why the word that is why the word choir is a collective noun. Then the second sentence is the brood was well fed. Now the meaning of word brood is a family of birds. Now a family, when we say a family, it already means that a group of birds, right? It is a collection. So there are so many birds in that in the brood. That is why brood is also a collective noun. Underline the collective nouns in the following sentences. I lost a bunch of keys. Here, the word bunch tells us that there were so many keys. There was a collection of keys. That is why bunch is a collective noun. Second sentence. The army fought against the terrorists bravely. Here, army. In army, there are so many soldiers. Okay, there's a collection, there's a group of soldiers. That is why the word army is a collective noun. Third sentence. A big crowd gathered near the accident spot. Here, the word crowd tells us that there were so many people who were gathered near the accident spot. So, crowd means that there were so many people. So, it is a collective noun. Fourth sentence. The Indian hockey team won the match against Pakistan. Here, the word team tells us that there were so many members, there were so many players in that hockey team. So, team is a collective noun. And the fifth sentence is the principal facilitated the guest with a bouquet. Now in a bouquet there are so many flowers. So that is why it is a collection of flowers. That is why it is called as collective noun. It is a collective noun. So today We learnt about common noun, proper noun, abstract noun, and collective noun. Thank you.